What about cheat days, Doc? For those people that have autoimmune conditions or Hashimoto's, what if they're refrained from that particularly active food for a while and, they go out and they just want to have a pizza or a chocolate chip cookies? What do you say to that?
Oh, that's terrible. Um, all right, gluten. When we eat something, we say, I'm going to have that cheat day. I'm going to eat that piece of pizza. Or, I went to, Aunt Mary's house, and Aunt Mary, she makes those special cookies for me every time I come. And she made those for me. And I didn't want to be rude. So I wanted to, I ate a cookie, and, I just kept it at one. The thing is, the protein of gluten remains in the body 6 to 8 months long in the digestive tract, and can continue to drive the immune system for that long. So it's not just, hey, I had a cheat day, I felt bad for a couple of days. It's something that perpetuates an immune system response and goes on and on and on and on. And here's the thing. When I run these panels on my patients, through the lab Cyrex I'd mentioned earlier, they do a panel where it looks at 24 different tissues in the body. So we're looking beyond the thyroid gland. Thyroid gland is the most common antibodies that are run. So most people get diagnosed with Hashimoto's. I have Hashimoto's. It's all about the Hashimoto's, all about the thyroid. Everything's thyroid. And we really open up their eyes when we run these panels and we look at the antibodies for 24 different tissues in the body. And we see that it's not just the thyroid being attacked by the immune system. It's the brain. It's the heart. It's the digestive tract. It's multiple tissues that are being attacked in the body, not just the thyroid. And so some people are like, well, you know what? If I cheat, I lose a little bit more thyroid tissue. Maybe I got to go up and take more thyroid medication down the road. But what if your body's also attacking your brain? And you eat that pizza, or you eat that cookie, or you have that cheat day, and it drives the immune system to destroy more tissue in the brain. And that scars over, and we lose neurons that we can't get back. And we do that over and over. Now that protein remains in the body 6 to 8 months long, and it's perpetuating that attack against neurologic tissue over 6 to 8 months long. And maybe that cheat day just caused you to be a month or 2 months closer to having dementia or Alzheimer's disease or Parkinson's. So we can't see the future and what happens. And that's one of the downsides of the work that we do, is that we never get to see what would have happened. What would have a patient's life been like if they didn't follow our advice? If they just kept living the way they lived, what would have happened? They get to see what happens after they do follow advice, but we never get that comparison. I had one patient who wrote a testimonial for me one time, who I titled it The Unusual Testimonial, because he came in, I talked to him about how he was on the brink of having diabetes, and he was on the brink of having a heart attack or a stroke, and he chose not to go forward with care. And a couple of years down the line, he had the heart attack, and he decided to write a testimonial saying, hey, you saw this coming. My medical doctor didn't. I should have followed your advice. And there's, at least there's a person, I hate to see it at the cost of somebody else, to see that on the flip side. But so many people don't understand of what is in their future. Maybe with Hashimoto's, 5% of people with Hashimoto's have antibodies to their pancreas. Type 1 diabetes might be in their future. If we can make changes today and you don't have those cheat days, then maybe you avoid having type 1 diabetes down the road. But if you do, and you continue to have those cheat days from time to time, and the pancreas gets more and more destroyed, maybe you end up with type 1 diabetes.